Ilara, a freckled girl of 10 with hair the color of spun gold, stumbled upon the diary tucked away in the dusty attic of her grandmother's rambling Victorian house. It wasn't the quaint, leather-bound volume she'd expected. Instead, it was a slim, silver-bound book, cool to the touch, its pages shimmering with an almost imperceptible light. Curiosity overcoming her, she opened it. The first entry, dated 1888, spoke of a terrible storm brewing over the nearby fishing village of Oakhaven. Ilara scoffed. She'd lived in Oakhaven her whole life, storms were commonplace. But then she read the next sentence: 7 boats will be lost to the waves, and Thomas, the baker's son, will drown. A shiver ran down her spine. She knew Thomas, a cheerful boy with a gap-toothed grin. That night, the wind howled like a banshee. Ilara, remembering the diary's prophecy, couldn't sleep. She raced to her grandmother, a woman weathered like an ancient oak tree, and told her everything, showing her the shimmering pages. Granny Ilara, a woman of few words, listened patiently, her eyes twinkling with a knowing glint. The diary, Granny Ilara said, her voice raspy, is a cranarium. It shows glimpses of the future, but interfering, that's a dangerous game. But Ilara was already determined. The storm raged outside, mirroring the turmoil in her heart. She convinced her grandmother to let her warn the villagers. They raced through the lashing rain, Ilara clutching the cranarium, her small hand trembling. They managed to alert the fishermen, preventing the tragic loss of lives. Thomas, his face pale with relief, hugged Ilara tightly. That night, only 2 boats were lost, a testament to the cranarium's power and Ilara's courage. Ilara felt a surge of triumph, a delicious sense of power. She'd changed the future. Emboldened, Ilara began consulting the diary regularly. She averted a fire at the local school, prevented a nasty accident at the town fair, and even stopped a grumpy old goose from attacking Mrs. Gable's prize-winning roses. Each successful intervention fueled her confidence, blurring the line between right and wrong. One day, the cranarium spoke of a terrible accident involving a runaway horse and cart. It predicted that young Liam, a boy she'd always disliked for his teasing, would be seriously injured. A flicker of doubt crossed Ilara's mind. She hesitated. But then the diary's words pushed her forward. She intervened, pushing Liam out of the cart's path just as the horse bolted. Liam was safe, but the cart crashed, crushing the baker's new delivery wagon. Thomas, the boy she'd saved from the storm, was helping his father unload bread when the wagon collapsed, injuring him severely. The weight of her actions crashed down on Ilara. She'd saved Liam, but hurt Thomas, the boy she'd worked so hard to protect. The victory felt hollow. She realized the consequences of manipulating the future, however well-intentioned, were unpredictable and often cruel. The cranarium, once a source of power and excitement, now felt like a burden. The shimmering pages felt cold, the predictions chilling. She understood now what Granny Ilara had meant. The future, she realized, wasn't a script to be rewritten, but a tapestry woven with countless threads, each with its own intricate design. Interfering with one thread could unravel the whole thing. Granny Ilara, seeing the distress etched on Ilara's face, took the cranarium. Sometimes, she said softly, the best thing we can do is let the future unfold as it will. We can't control everything, Ilara. But we can control our kindness, our compassion, and the choices we make in the present. Ilara nodded, understanding dawning in her eyes. She learned a valuable lesson that day, that true heroism wasn't about altering destiny, but about navigating life's complexities with empathy and wisdom. The cranarium was locked away, its shimmering pages a reminder of a lesson learned, a reminder that while the future may hold uncertainty, the present demanded her attention, her compassion, and her unwavering belief in the power of kindness. The silver-bound book, once a tool for manipulating fate, became a silent testament to the intricate beauty of a life lived honestly, one day at a time.